Greetings, sports fans and fans of pop culture. Today I'm going to be talking about the newly released XFL uniforms and basically just putting them in the order of my preference. But I do think that this version of the XFL has the potential to really capture the imagination of the American people first and then the world. But I wanted to point out that there's a couple of other YouTubers and podcasters that I spent some time with that also focus in on alternative sports, alternative football. This is the XFL. I like their product, but it's quite long. So with me, you're always going to get everything in about 5 minutes, sometimes a little bit more, but not too much more. And the end zone. And I disagreed on just about everything with this listing with the end zone. My number 8 team, and I do like almost all of them, but by far the one that I liked the least, and I did like their helmets quite a bit, they were higher up on my list of helmets, is the Dallas Renegades. Again, I like all of them. I'm an easy sale. I'm a little tart.
You had me at hello.
The Renegades that much. I think the light blue is nice, but it's just didn't grab me in the way that some of the other uniforms did. Then comes the Roughnecks. Big fan of their helmets. I like the helmets a lot. I do notice that I have noticed that the fonts of all of the numbers are very similar. And I had kind of hoped that the identity of the team, I kind of had hoped that, the Guardians would be sort of a Gothic kind of thing with maybe a little bit more curvature and a little bit more angular nature, like Gothic font. But anyway, so I like the Roughnecks helmets. Their uniforms are not the best in my opinion, but
How dare you!
then we go directly to the Defenders, and this is where I really start to like the uniforms a lot. So I went to the University of Alabama. I'm a huge Crimson Tide fan, even though times are tough for us right now. But I like the simplicity of it. I didn't like the fact that the red on their uniforms about the same as the red on the Roughnecks uniform. I just felt like one of them should have been a sort of darker tone. Given my druthers, I would have made the Defenders a darker sort of being in general. I just maybe this is a bit of regionalism on my part, but I see the East Coast as being kind of the bad guys. I think the Guardians are going to be the black hats of the league, and I think that the Defenders could also sort of fill that role. Anyway, after that, we come to the team that'll be my hometown team, and that is the Battlehawks. I like it overall. Again, it's a little bit reminiscent of the Utah team in the Alliance of American Football. It does look a little bit like the Falcons. I do like the sword going up the helmet. I kind of had hoped that there would be the sword going down the pant legs too, but that's a minor quibble, as are the uniforms in general. To me, it's going to be about the only thing the uniform is important is how well it shows both live and on television. After the Battlehawks, I come to the Wildcats, which again was a team that I was poised to dislike greatly, but they have come out, and I really like the fact that it's a dark base, but then it's got the bright colors. It just works for me, and I think it's going to be really well done. I also think that LA, I just feel like LA should be sort of the bright celebrity stars kind of thing. But my number one, my number 2 is the Guardians, the New York Guardians. Really like the way they've done it, gray on black and red, and I just think that's going to be good to go. I'm still hopeful that they become the team that I love to hate, but who knows? They may win me over with their winning ways or whatever. And lastly, the number 1 team for me, the best looking uniform, the one that I think is just pops the most. And it might be a little garish, but that is the Vipers. So please let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree or disagree with how I came down on these individual uniforms. But also let me know in general if you think the XFL is here to stay or if you think we better enjoy it while it lasts. Thank you very much and have a great day.